Look, guys, hey, Rockstar just waking up. If you guys can be clowns, I can be a eagle. See? Eagle, Philadelphia. If you guys can go home, go to work, and then go home, most of you guys don't go to work. But I work every fucking day. I'm allowed to I go to my job every day. I'm allowed to go to work every day. If you guys are allowed to stay inside all day and do nothing but take drugs and play video games and watch fake ass shit on TV, fake news, fake publicists, I'm allowed to go outside. I have rights to do that. If you guys have rights to be a clown and sit inside and fucking be stupid, I'm allowed to go outside the box. The only time I'm inside the box is when I go to sleep. That's when you're inside. When you're awake, you should be outside the box. You guys enclose yourself in a box. And yeah, I'm always outside. I'm always out by the perimeter. I'm never stuck in the box. Unless I go inside to go to sleep. Your responsibility and the only time you should be inside your at home is where you stay at is when you go to sleep. Because if you're losing money when you're inside the box and not doing nothing but playing video games and getting stupider. When you're outside, you get smarter. You're outdoors, outside, out the box. When I'm inside, I feel claustrophobic. But wait, that's what the government wants, is you to go to work, your job and then come home and be on your ass. No, bro, that's not how it works. Again, if you're allowed to be a fucking clown, I'm allowed to be a fucking weather. We all have rights and we all have we're supposed to have equal rights. That's another thing that we gotta work on. Because when people have dreams, they try to take it away because they don't have it, so we can't have it. That's enough. Because it's selfish and greedy. We have it. We had the gift and talent because we keep going and we keep, right? But you guys try to take it. So you're taking money away from us. You're taking money from me. You don't want to do that because reverse psychology, I'm going to take the money from you. You know, I've already told Disability once to stop fucking stealing my money and stop stealing fucking people's money. The lawsuit is going to fucking hit. I don't give a rat's ass. It should have fucking hit 20 fucking years ago. Maybe you guys will learn, and maybe the fucking world would have been a better place if I fucking sued your fucking ass a long time ago. Because you guys turned into fucking clowns, not winners. But your 14 officers are still crying and bitching, complaining because you're doing the wrong thing for the wrong reason and you got suspended without pay to go home for 2 weeks. But you're pissed at me. I don't give a fuck. If you wasn't doing the wrong thing for the wrong reason, you wouldn't have got suspended and you would have not got paid. That's on you. So you fucking law enforcement need to take accountability for your actions. You need consequences for your actions. That is the problem. You guys are in law enforcement. You don't have no consequences to anything you fucking guys do. The sheriff, right? You killed a 17-year-old black woman, that a black lady that was from Walmart, from just got out of work. She was a young adult just getting her life started, and you killed her cold blooded. You still have a fucking job in the law enforcement. Who does that? Because I'm surprised you haven't killed any more people, and you probably had. You just keep it under the radar, and you and your geek squad protects you for every fucking false thing you do. That's the problem with the law enforcement. Because you're teaching people on the outside, you're teaching these kids they can run around and be punks and not have no consequences. But when I sit there and let people know to be safe, and we have people running around acting like thugs, oh, you're gonna shift the blame on me. If you wasn't outside dancing, they wouldn't have come out and they wouldn't have jumped you. Who the fuck are you? They shouldn't be out jumping nobody in the first fucking place. And it's sure in the hell not my problem because I was outside dancing. Something happened at home. Their parents said no. So they throw a temper tantrum like a selfish little bitch, greedy little bitch. They're kids that got, no, they're little wealthy kids. Parents got rich, so they just hand the kids everything. Spoiled brats. So when they finally say no, they get mad and come outside the house, and they think that people are supposed to be fear of them. And they're basically, nah. I don't fear you, and I'm not scared of you. You're young kids thinking you're all this and that and a bag of potato chips. And you're nothing. You're not even a bag in the chips. You don't even have bags to fit in the potato chips. You're just growing. I guarantee you when you turn 18 and 19, I guarantee you wouldn't come to me and try to jump on me again. Because now I can beat your ass and get away with it. Because you're over the age. But you fucking clowns think it's funny to sit there and assault me, and what you want me to do is beat the fucking pulp out of you and then turn around and put a charge on me because you don't want me to get where you know I'm gonna head. You're fear and scared of where my full potential. You're trying to get a felony on my record so it's not me getting the power and money. It's going to be me to get the power and money because I have no felonies on my record. And that's one thing I've kept on saying to myself. I would never have a fucking felony on my record. Just like I said when I was a kid, I would never fucking stick a needle in my fucking junk. I'm not a junkie. I would never put you don't see fucking marks, do you? You guys gotta understand, I graduated from drugs too. I've done drugs in my life, but I've graduated from that one too. I have a high school diploma. I graduated Brewer Witch in class of 2002. I'm not a bitch, and I'm sure the hell not a witch. I graduated from Brewer High School. So, to the people, if you have your high school diploma, it's awesome to get it because it carries you a long way. It carries you all the way through your life. But if you get a felony, if you're a felon for that high school diploma, it's like you don't have one. So, if you have a high school diploma, don't get a felon because being a felon, takes away your potential. That when you're a felon, you can forget about that high school diploma. No one's gonna hire you just because you're a felon. It don't matter if you have a diploma or not. A felon is gonna screw you over. That's why you don't want felonies on your record because it holds you back from your potential that you might have. If you have a high school diploma, you have full potential to go get what you want because you have the education. But if you go out and you commit a felony, yeah, like I said, all that high school, all that education is thrown out the window. People don't hire felons. And that's why you guys are pissed. And that's why most of you guys work at hotels because they don't do background checks. But guarantee you, 98%, if you guys do background checks, 98% of your employees, they have been in prison and they have 2 or 3 felony charges on their record. And they're felons. But I can go anywhere in the world and get a job because I have no felonies and I'm not a felon. But when you have a felon, if you're a felon and felonies, first off, you can't go around the world. You can't even have a passport to go to other places. You have to, my record's clean. They're mad because I got the power and the money, and hopefully I get the coins. But I've been that good in my lifetime. I'm not just for myself, but for the people here. Do you realize I'm still feeding the people with my creations, right? The stuffed crust pizza. Is the one that's my idea. I'm the one that created that. Pizza Hut started selling that because I'm the one that was the cook, the head chef that came up with the idea. I am the Pizza Hut menu. I reworked the menu. Back in the day, in '99, I think, the stuffed crust, New York pizza, breadstick, the Pizzo's, the breadstick pizza, right? They took now you have they're like breadsticks, but you cut, like I would go in there, put pineapple and ham, put cheese on the bottom of the cheese sticks, then put the toppings, and then I put some bacon, and then I would top it off with some extra cheese. So all the toppings would stick because now they have cheese on the bottom, but cheese on the top to make all the toppings stop. Not stop, but stick. So if you flip the box over, all the toppings won't fall off because the cheese is holding the toppings together. And then marinara sauce, man, that right there, the meal, has some pineapple, ham, and fucking bacon. That shit have marinara sauce, that is fucking beast, bro. Yum, 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 yum Cheerios. Like Honey Oats. But like I said, and the dessert pizzas, you have we used to do the New York pizza. All that new shit was off of my creation, off my ideas. So you know how many people I have feeding, and you know how many people have been fed at my table? Do you know how many people are still feeding off the stuffed crust? It's not just Pizza. Little Caesars has stuffed crust. Pretty much all the pizza carries stuffed crust. I made it out of mozzarella shredded cheese. Now they have the stick cheese. We didn't have that back in the day. I took a cup of mozzarella cheese, shredded cheese, and sprinkled it all the way around and flipped it over. And then my boss is like, "What are you doing? That's not gonna work." He said, "Yes, it is. Now shut your mouth, put it in the and what toppings you want. Let's just put a pepperoni on it." I was like, "Cool, all right." Put pepperoni on it. He said, "If it works, I want to try it." I was, "Dude, it's gonna fucking work. All you have to do is go and close. You gotta close the gap so the cheese don't come out." So it comes out to the other side of the oven, and he's like, "Dude, I just tried 2 fucking pieces of that shit. That is fucking the bomb." I just got off the phone with Terry, and Terry said, "Yeah, we're gonna put it on the menu. We're gonna put our special $12.99." But did I get any money from that idea, that creation? No, Jason, Terry, and Fred. You stole my ideas. Then you turn around. Jason didn't have anything to do with this one. But you got Terry and Fred and Bob. You stole 2 months of my paid vacation, so you still owe me about 2 fucking grand, you fucking stupid jokes. You stripped me because what? Bob Lagasse used fucking Terry, but Terry was married to Fred. So what's that tell you? Terry, you was hiding it from Fred, so basically, yeah, you want to steal everything to keep my mouth shut. Yeah, no, I don't keep my mouth shut. That is being false, and that is being fake. And you should hold yourself to a better person than that. Especially, you was with Fred, so why the fuck are you cheating? That has no loyalty. That just shows you how disgusting and a pig you really is. Because if you care for yourself, let alone Fred, you wouldn't be fucking him around. If you didn't want Fred, you should have went up to him and say, "Fred, it's not working, bro," and then get a divorce, and then do what you was doing. That is being respectful to yourself, and that's having respect for your other half. That is having respect for the person that has you the most. But you're a selfish, greedy little bitch, just like Laura Osborne, right? A little tramp. Like I said, you guys have no fucking clue what you guys just fucking woke up.